Stephen is the man with the hat and a wombling eye. Whoa, whoa. Looking for receipts and treasures to find. Whoa, whoa. He wombles in the morning, he wombles at night, finding value in the things that others leave behind. New videos every week, so please subscribe.
This is going on YouTube. Oh God. Hi, this is Stephen, the man with a hat, and today this video serves just one purpose: to answer two questions I get asked more than anything else. When is the best time to womble? And what is really the limit of the number of receipts you can use against your shopping in one go? Well, I'm going to do my best to answer both of those right now. That's 8 receipts today. Lovely. Well, of course there is only one answer to that question. You want to avoid the litter pickers, but you also want to be there just after the largest crowds possible. That varies day to day, of course, and especially depending on the day of the week. But this weekend, Saturday the 29th of August, is actually a bank holiday weekend, and it's the last Friday in the month as well. That means it's payday for most people, and they do their big shops now, and there's masses of people in this car park, masses of them. So there are receipts everywhere, especially if it's windy. Litter pickers are out, they're not out in force, but they will be, and all these receipts will be wasted if I don't get onto them quick. So when do I come? First thing in the morning and last thing at night, and more during the day on a bank holiday and a Friday payday like today. So really you've got to decide which is best for your particular supermarket or your wombling spots, wherever the biggest crowds are, and to avoid those litter pickers. That's all we can really advise you to do. Get to know your hotspots, get to know the best times, and just make sure you beat other womblers to it as well. I've got 4 people wombling here behind me, and I have to be quite on the ball to get ahead of them. Asda quite clearly in their terms and conditions say that you can only print off 10 vouchers on their APG, Asda price guarantee, per calendar month, or up to the value of £100. Well, let's just get rid of that £100 bit for a start, that's confusing things. 10 per month. But you have 28 days from when the receipt was generated at the till to do that. So if you leave it until right at the end of the month, when you generate the APG, you have 28 more days on the voucher before you have to spend it. So technically, you could actually go to the store with 20 vouchers, 10 from one month, 10 from the second month, some printed off very early in the first month, some printed later in the second month, and you would be within your rights to do that. So how many you spend at the till has no bearing on how many you can print off according to their terms and conditions. In fact, their terms and conditions say nothing about how many you can use in one transaction at the till. And because they don't have anything on there about not being transferable either, you could have family or friends giving you vouchers as well. So bear in mind, it does say 10 per calendar month you can print off, but there's no limit about how many you can use at the till. And there are very good legitimate reasons why you could be using more than that 10 at the till. Now I've used 31 vouchers at the till in any one go to pay for my food, and I know somebody else who's used over 40 and we've had no problems. I know other people who have used 8 or 9 and they've raised eyebrows with the checkout operator who called the supervisor simply because they haven't got a clue what they're doing, and the training of the staff in the Asda system about the Asda price guarantee is appalling. However, I have now received a letter in reply to my recorded letter I sent to Asda headquarters explaining that anyone is allowed to womble, they should not be challenged, and if they are, they've given a free phone number and a contact name to speak to whilst at the store to put this matter right once and for all. I suggest any members of our group, in case they have any problems or they've got problems they've not yet resolved, use this letter, print it off and take it with them every time they go. Now I've been wombling, including Asda and many other stores, with no problems at all for 5 years. Never ever had a problem. So it is, I think, about the way that some people womble. So anyway, I hope this video has been of some use to you, and don't forget, wombling is about picking up things other people leave behind and making good use of them. That's what we do. And we've got individuals in our group earning £400 a month and more, and the top 30 womblers in our group £5,500 a month. Some people do this as a hobby and they womble every day. But you know, wombling is not always about money. A lot of people give their wombles to charities, to food banks, to family members. They put it on the money they save. They put on an Asda card to save up for their Christmas, to make that less of a burden. They do all sorts of things with their wombles, and lots of them are for good causes. Our wombling group has a charity account, and we regularly donate money to cancer research. We do that 4 times a year, where we have a wombling day, and what we find goes to the charity. Why not join us? Why not become part of this unique and fascinating hobby and see how much money you could put in your wallet every year?
Stephen is the man with the hat and a wombling eye. Whoa, whoa. Looking for receipts and treasures to find. Whoa, whoa. He wobbles in the morning, he